This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Flores versus Flores. You all have been together for 6 years, you're married, you have one child together, but this marriage is rocky because you believe Mr. Flores is cheating. Tell us why you've opened this case today.
Well, honestly, there were warning signs from the beginning when we started dating. We met at a wedding. He was macking on girls all over the wedding. I thought he was really good looking, but I kind of felt like he was maybe like a little bit of a gigolo, so I wasn't having it. But we became friends, and we were friends for a year, and we started dating. And, it was a bit rocky at first because I felt like, oh, what are these pictures I'm seeing on your Facebook of you and all these girls?
No, she's
She's
exaggerating.
There was tons of pictures of him and other women.
Insecurity.
It's not about being insecure.
All right, go ahead, love.
She thinks that you're cheating on her. What are you here to prove today?
I'm here to prove that I'm absolutely not.
See that?
Not cheating.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I want to be clear, you're not cheating.
Yeah. I know it sounds bad what she's accusing me of, and it looks bad, but you will see that I'm innocent.
So you
we'll see about that.
Okay.
We'll see.
Tell me why you think he's cheating.
We've been married now for 4 years, and I just found a shipping receipt that he sent some girl some sleepy stuff. I said, what the hell? He's sending a woman lingerie? He doesn't buy me anything. What is he doing? Shipping a woman, things like that.
Mr. Flores, why are you sending sleepy stuff in my world bed stuff to another woman?
Okay, first off, I knew this woman before I knew her.
Okay. That's
so
not a good excuse, but go ahead.
Okay. So she's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so I purchased these supplements like vitamins and to sleep better too and have more energy and everything. And what happened was pretty much I posted on on Facebook, I didn't like the sleepy pills, right? And then she messaged me, she's like, hey, I'll take them,
I bet.
So I was like, okay, well, what's your address? I'll mail them to you.
What is he concerned about some other woman sleeping? That he's probably sending her lingerie like he wants her to sleep tight,
And my question is, were these sleepy pills or were you sleeping with her?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No. Like I said, I've been faithful the whole time.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
And they were just sleepy supplements.
Wait a minute, like this.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any other allegations of him cheating?
Absolutely. Fairly recently, he bought some XXX ultra pleasurable, ribbed condoms on Amazon. We're married. We don't use condoms. What the hell is he buying condoms on Amazon for? And actually, I have proof. I have the receipt right here.
Rob, would you please get that
Yes,
receipt,
John.
please?
Thank you.
Okay, so if you don't buy online things, you don't just get one or two, you get a bulk.
Right.
So why are you buying bulk condoms?
That's right.
Wait a minute, triple ribbed condoms.
That's right.
Box of 3.
See, he buys.
You only bought a box of 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you buying these? And your wife is saying you don't use these at all. You're married.
Well, I just wanted to try something out that I've always wanted to try out my whole life and just have a new life experience just to try them out and to pleasure her actually.
That's baloney.
So
it's not for me, it's for her pleasure.
It's baloney. I don't need condoms for pleasure. I didn't marry him for nothing, let me tell you. I don't need those.
All right.
Look.
So she's like, you don't need any extra.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he mention that he had bought these for you?
He did not tell me.
So the only way you found out
The only reason is
about
because I was snooping through his Amazon. Now, I don't care. He bought a resealable team set bag. Fine. I mean, he has a spending problem. Whatever. He bought an inhaler. I don't have a problem with that. Triple ribbed condoms. What is this?
So, Ms. Flores, wait, hold on.
Go ahead, love.
I mean, his explanation makes sense to me that he is trying something different.
But
Most people like,
Thank you.
to try something different. They don't want the same thing all the time. He's trying something different.
Woman's
What's
pleasure,
wrong with
not
that?
the man's. I mean,
That's
I
even
don't-
better for
I don't-
you.
It's
Thank
not
you.
better for me. I don't need them. I'm good. I prefer them without.
Color, they don't use condoms. So why is he buying them?
Exactly.
She just told you. These are for the woman's pleasure, as she said, right?
But I don't need. I'm good.
But again,
I'll
he's
stay
doing it.
there.
He's doing it for you. You don't buy that. You don't buy that. You
Not
don't
at
think-
all. Not at all.
Why didn't you tell her you were getting them?
It was a surprise, I bet.
Well, you surprise
Exactly.
me with flowers. You surprise me with chocolates. Don't surprise a woman with condoms.
That's a whole different kind of surprise right there. And you gotta wonder how long he had them and not used them.
Yes, yeah. Like what was the intent? What was the real intention behind
What
it?
was your
intent?
My intent was to please her more, to make her more happy, and be a happier wife, and happier couple together. And
We'll
that's
see.
all.
That's all.
I don't
That's
buy
all,
it.
sir.
Did you buy these condoms for another woman? Because that's what she wants to know.
No.
That was a long pause.
No.
That was a long pause, Mr. Flores.
No.
Like he had to think about it. Well, I don't know.
I meant like, have I thought of using them on another woman? Like when I was single. That's what I meant.
No, come on, Mr. Flores.
All right, really? That's what you're
But I already
doing?
said that.
Right.
All right, that's not helping you at all, Mr. Flores.
No, flowers are one thing, candy's another thing. You know, cooking for her, making steaks
That's
or
right.
ribs, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But rib condoms is something else.
That's right.
And you were really slow on that question. You sure you didn't buy these with some other woman in mind?
Yes, I'm sure.
You positive?
I'm positive, Your Honor.
All right, so here's what we need to know. I'm sure there are no other allegations of cheating.
As a matter of fact, there's a perfume incident. He came home after going out with his friend, and he smelled like perfume. And you know what he blamed it on? The car freshener. He said, "Can you say, I got some car fresheners right here.
All right.
This one doesn't smell like perfume. This one doesn't smell like perfume. Does anybody smell like this when they come home smelling like perfume? Unless you're trying to cover it up. Once you guys smell this, you tell me, would you want your wife smelling like
Please
this?
get those for him.
Well, you got, new car scent, you got evergreen, woman's perfume when you go to
No,
the car
they don't
wash.
have woman's perfume at the car wash.
That's right. See, would you want to come home and just have your
Ron,
husband
take a
smelling
sniff.
like?
I really don't want to be a sniffer in this courtroom.
Yeah, it has a whole new meaning.
Well,
sniffer in our courtroom is a whole nother animal,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I understand. But I still want you to take a sniff, Ron.
none of these smell like a woman's perfume per se.
No, they don't, and there's no other woman scent up in here.
That's right.
No, these are just.
I don't wear
what you
perfume.
have to do is rub it on you to even
This
get
is-
the scent.
you
Did you
know,
rub these on you to
yeah.
get the scent?
I think because I went back to my car and
What happened was.
and I may have brushed on my shirt or
Wow,
something.
yeah.
But none of these smell like a woman's perfume. They smell like car.
That's
they
right.
smell like what you put in a car,
That's
not a
right.
woman.
Well, that night we went out with my friend.
Where were you?
We were at a bar, just hanging out as guys hang out, and there's a couple women. They're just right next to us.
Yeah.
The whole time we were watching sports on TV, having beers, and one was like kind of like hugging me, like, yeah, congratulations, high five. But nothing like that, nothing more.
Hugging
nothing
you.
More.
This
She hugged
this
me.
is the first
She
time
hugged
you've
me.
heard
This is
this?
a hug and this is a hug.
What am I supposed- what
Wait.
am I
Miss
supposed-
Flores, is this the first time you've heard this story?
Yes, it is.
So
Car
the plot
fresheners,
thickens.
yeah.
Well,
So if that's what happened, why didn't you say that first?
Yes.
because I didn't want her to flip out on me.
Instead, you just blame it on the car fresheners.
It's always best to be upfront about this. My father-in-law had an incident. He's at a grocery store. This woman comes up to him and says, "Hey, how you doing? Let me give you my name and my number. Call me." And so he's thinking it's somebody he knows. He can't place a face. He can't figure out where she's from and all that. The next day or so, he calls this woman and says, "Hey, I'm sorry, I just can't place where I know you. Are you from church?" And she's like, "No, we haven't met before. I just thought you were a nice man and thought I just want to take you out, to talk and have some coffee." He's like, "Well, ma'am, I really appreciate that, but I don't think my wife would really appreciate that." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Okay."
Hold on. So the lesson is he couldn't control what she did, but he could control his response, and his response is, "I got a wife."
That's right.
Step number one.
Okay, so that's step one.
Okay. Then he goes home and tells his wife, my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law, sweet soul, she said, we should have told her to call me. I like coffee. I like talking.
So,
Step two, tell your wife what happened. There'll be
And
a lot
be
more
honest about it.
Be honest about it. You'll be a lot more
No.
a lot more understanding than you think.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's
I already
true.
did. That's all that happened.
I'm sure that there's nothing else
No,
in terms of cheating.
That's not actually true. He has a bunch of girls' numbers in his phone. He's a private baseball coach. He claims that they're clients, but you see, I help him with the business, and I don't know any of those women. They haven't bought packages. I've never spoken to them.
Well, they might have bought a package.
Oh, they might have bought some package. That's it. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Why have you become a switch hitter, man?
Okay.
Yeah.
First off, I haven't. Okay, let me tell you what's going on. Sometimes we're not like stuck at the hip. We're not glued at the hip. So sometimes I'll be out and a client will call me and she won't know about it, right? So, and then she digs through my phone and sees like a client, a woman, a mother.
Well, why don't you tell me that a client called
Do the
you and
clients
wanted
feel
to
like
buy
air
something?
freshener?
I don't know. And then the other thing is, sometimes I deliver food, like, for side money, right? And then every once in a while you have to text the customer, like, come outside, or
You don't need to
things
save
like that.
those numbers in your phone.
And actually, you kind of do just
No,
in case
you don't.
for work.
No, you don't.
And then so
how would
she
you
reads
like it?
them. They're, just numbers. They don't have a name to it. And then, like, she'll read "come outside."
Right.
And that
Thanks.
does sound a little
how
like
would
I'm
you
cheating.
like it if you
okay,
found those
but-
my phone
but
numbers?
It does.
But it's
A bunch of
related
guys'
to you
numbers on my
delivering food.
Exactly.
Like that
It's
person
just-
needs to come out their apartment or the hotel.
That's all.
And you've
that's it.
explained this to her?
I've tried to, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, how would he feel if you see a bunch of guys' numbers on my phone? Like, it hurts, Like, it just feels like you're being dishonest and, you're really just not being 100%.
So I gotta ask you, how would you feel if your wife had messages on her phone? Come outside, come inside, come up here. How would you feel?
He gets messages from girls on Facebook asking him
If
to
she
come over.
delivered food, like I do on the side, whatever, I would understand. So it wouldn't be
But
that
you
big of
don't
a deal.
ask somebody to come inside if you're delivering food to them.
Yeah.
No, I just say come outside.
yeah.
Your food's here.
You said come
I don't go
outside.
inside.
What kind
You
of
don't-
yeah.
I don't go inside.
And Ms. Flores, you don't buy this at all?
I don't buy it. What if he comes home with a big tip? Now you wonder how he got it, right? I'm just saying.
Well.
Well, I hope he doesn't get it or give it.
All right.
I think we have enough evidence. And here's what we're looking at. We've got him sending sleep supplements to some other woman. We've got him purchasing condoms, which you all don't use condoms. We've got the coming home smelling like perfume. He says it's an air freshener from the car. And we have girls' phone numbers in his phone.
Yep.
With different messages that you don't think are just innocent.
Absolutely.
And because of all that, you believe he's cheating. And if he is cheating,
If he's cheating, I'm out of here.
You're
Me
done.
and the baby are gone. He's out. Me and the baby are moving.
so this marriage is on the line.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Flores, you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Well, because of this court has done a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating? Woo! How are you, Mr. Platt?
Wonderful, Your Honors.
Good. Would you please state your credentials for the court record and for the litigants?
Yes, ma'am. I have 30 years experience in the United States military and as a police officer. I've been a licensed polygraph examiner for over 10 years and conducted nearly 3,000 examinations.
All right, so this is not your first time.
No, ma'am.
All right. So you asked Mr. Flores, did you purchase the condoms Ms. Flores found on your online account to have sexual intercourse with a woman other than your wife? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
All right, great. That's just one. That's just one. Good. All right. Good.
You asked Mr. Flores, did you have physical sexual contact with a woman other than your wife when you came home smelling like perfume? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
All right. Well, that's just two. Not bad.
You asked Mr. Flores, since you have been in a relationship with Ms. Flores, have you had physical sexual contact with any woman other than Ms. Flores? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
I told you.
All right. Mr. Flores. You're like,
Seriously.
well, Mr. Flores, you said it looked bad,
Yes.
but it wasn't. And I'm so glad that was true. Miss Flores, what you got to say to this man, this
I love
truthful
you.
man?
Thank you
Yeah.
for being honest and faithful.
All right, Miss Flores, let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk.
Woman to woman. If you go looking, you go find.
That's right.
And I would say to you, you just need to know that he's doing things to support your family and make your life better, okay?
All right, thank you.
The flip side of that is because you are a very outgoing person and very friendly, you're gonna have to maybe take some extra steps to reassure her that, hey, I'm just being me, but there's nobody else that I wanna be with but you. You all are married, you've been together for 5 years, and this dream marriage is turning into a nightmare because you think Mr. Leaphart is up to his old tricks again. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us why you've opened this case.
First, Your Honor, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, but it won't be a third time. I'm just here today because I know the love is here because we married each other. I mean, we have love, but is there honesty? Is there honesty? Is there?
Okay, Mr. Leaphart?
I think he's asking a question, and it's my question.
He knows that there's honesty in our
can't tell,
relationship. I have made a mistake in the past.
He's made plenty of mistakes in the past.
Well, we all have. We all have.
Hold on, I want to hear.
We all have. I'm a man. I'm here to be a man and admit to my things.
Okay.
It's like I came to him as a man and I said, hey, I made a mistake. You know, I know that you've been going through my phone. I don't want you second guessing yourself anymore because anything that I did is not because of anything that you did. All the way until if I'm just playing a game on my phone. He would take my phone out my hand and just run around the
Why are you cuffing your phone, though? What are you playing a game for cuffing your phone? So I can't see how many points you scored? What?
Okay, Mr. Leaphart, we keep talking about what happened in the past. What did happen in the
gotta
past?
let it go.
He cheated on me. He cheated on me in the past. I found underwear beside the bed, you know, some boxers. We don't wear boxers. We wear boxer briefs. He like, they're old. They've been here. You just haven't seen them.
Exactly.
I do laundry. I do all the laundry. I've never seen this article of clothing before.
Okay.
So how did you get to the point where you found out he was cheating?
Yeah.
He told me, after we separated, after I found the boxers, he couldn't give me a clear answer. So we separated. And during that time of separation, he was calling and texting me, constantly over and over. Oh, I've changed this, I've changed that. I'm not the same person
Why wouldn't
anymore.
I fight for my marriage?
And
Why wouldn't I fight for my marriage?
he admitted to cheating on me with one person. You know, he ran the details down. I'm like, okay.
So, Mr. Leaphart, ultimately, you forgave him.
I did. I forgave him.
And you all got back together.
We did.
And you were together, happy,
We were.
until
I seen, you know, his old habits, they started showing again. It's like, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You
know, how
can't.
disrespectful is that? I'm a dog now?
Wait a minute, Mr.
Come on now.
Mr. D. Leaphart, you got back together to save your marriage.
I did. I love my husband dearly. My husband is my soulmate. He's my life partner. It didn't take me long to realize that he was the one for me. I always wanted him. I came and I asked for his hand in marriage.
We can't tell, dog. That's why we're here today, 'cause
If I didn't
we
want
can't
to marry
tell.
you, if I didn't want to marry you, I would have
can't tell.
never asked you for your hand in marriage. Ever.
All right. Go ahead, beloved.
So, Mr. DeAndrew Leaphart, you're here today because you want the answers to basically two questions. Was it only one time, and is it still happening now?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
That's right, Your Honor.
And you think the answer to the first question, was it one time, was no, and the answer to the second question, is it still happening, is yes. That's what you believe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, why do you believe that?
I mean, I'm starting to see the same things. I'm starting to see these dating apps in his phone. Like, why do you still have dating? Why do you have dating apps in your phone?
I still have them.
Like what's going on? So, you know.
Okay, tell me about the dating app. How'd you find it? What happened?
Thank God he sleeps heavy. I slid his finger over on his phone, opened up. I went through his messages and I'm seeing messages and profiles. Are you ready to play? I'm like, play what? Who you playing with? You ain't playing with me? So, you know, and then I'm looking like, okay, these people are 0.03 miles away. We live in an apartment complex. So this is our neighbor.
And you submitted that to the court, correct?
I did.
Okay, let's take a look at that.
Ready to play.
It says ready to play.
Who you playing with?
And it says online 8 minutes ago. And then the person that he is ready to play with is 0.03 miles away. Is that right?
That's exactly right, Your Honor.
So that's really like your neighbor.
That's my neighbor. I'm going to the mailbox. I'm saying, hey, there's somebody who could possibly be sleeping with my husband.
Yeah, that's a real question.
All right, so Mr. Dante Leaphart,
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
who is this that you're ready to play with that is 0.03 miles away?
A lot of times, it's a lot of old stuff that he likes to dig up.
This is recent.
Wait a minute, are you on these dating apps currently?
I still have a profile active, yes.
Okay, well, I
Why?
understand.
We're
Hold on. I understand having the profile.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you active on the profile?
From time to time, I do jump on and check my messages.
So why? Why are you checking these
Okay,
messages?
so here's the question.
Jeez.
Why would you be doing that? Why do you care that you have a message on your dating profile since you're married?
Okay, well, there was, when we went through a brief separation, there was a lot of people that I contacted through the app because I didn't want my phone number to get out.
Okay.
And like I said, that was during a separation. So I'm not speaking with someone now or trying to get together with someone now or anything like that. DeAndrew would bring up the past over and over and over and over again until he blew in their face.
Because I'm putting 100%.
But you just said you're
married.
checking
I
your
want the
profile
same.
just to see if anybody's
Every once in a
responding.
while, sir. You know, I might hop on there and see
Come
what's
on
going
now.
on, any missed messages.
You ready to
Okay,
play.
so hold on.
You ready to play right with them.
The sum of what you're saying is, I love this man, I'm in a marriage with him, but I have a dating profile I check every now and then just to see what's out there.
He said a dating profile, I said a social profile.
Well,
Now, ready to play?
Ready to play? No, that's not a social profile. That's
So-
trying to keep some options open.
So if you checking his phone, I know you probably found more than this. What else have you found?
I mean, I found triple X photos. I'm strolling, I see triple X photos, and he's probably gonna say, no, you did, no, you didn't, but I got the receipts
Okay.
today.
Ron, would you get those? Where did you find them?
I found them in his messenger.
So they weren't even hidden, they were just there.
They was just there. They was just there, messy with it.
Okay, were there conversations to go with the picture?
There were conversations. There was, oh, I'm glad I could make you feel good. I'm glad I could be your medicine to cure you from that toxic marriage. And hopefully you get past it.
You found this photo.
I did.
Oh, boy.
This is a picture of a man on a bed, holding his legs out, spread eagle,
Ready to play.
ready to play. This is what somebody sent to you. Why would you have a photo like this on your phone if it's not him?
To be honest with you, when me and him
Please be
separated,
honest.
when we separated, I had no one. The reason why me and DeAndrew even got married from the get-go is because I don't have any family. And he knows this. He knows that I wanted to find someone that I can build a life with, invest into
And
our
I wanted to
future
be that
together.
person.
So
But
you're
when
being rude
I
now.
find photos like this,
Okay, so that's
Come
my
on now.
point.
So-
Hold on. You're saying these things. Your actions don't support what you're saying.
This was during a separation. This was during a separation.
So this person is somebody that you did have a sexual relationship with.
and you still are in contact with them to this very day.
We were separated, Your Honor.
Mr. Leaphart, is there any other reason why you think he's cheating?
Yes. My best friend, she came into town and
Oh, Lord.
she told me, oh Lord, she came into town. She told me she seen Dante with another guy who she thought it was me till she got closer and it's not me. She called his name. He acted like he didn't know her, turned around, kept walking. So she called me. I blew his phone up. I called him 25 times, not picked up once. So when he did pick up, he said his phone was on 1%. I can't talk right now. I'm like, 1%? I'm your husband. Is that 1% not for me? Is it not for me when I call you?
Mr. Leaphart, is this your witness about that?
She's here today.
Please come to the podium.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you? Would you state your name for the court record?
Yes, my name is Jamie Burnett.
Okay, Ms. Burnett, you are Mr. DeAndre Leaphart's best friend.
I am, of 5 years.
Okay, what is it that you observed?
To my surprise, I see Dante on the street in public.
In public.
In public, embarrassing my friend, and I'm tired of it.
And what did you see on the street?
Well, I walked up to him, and there was a man with his head on Dante's shoulder. And
Can you show me with Mr. DeAndre Leaphart?
Yes. So basically, they were standing there, and the man had one arm like this and his like that. Okay.
And what was it, a momentary thing? Were you just hugging somebody, or was it lingering?
No, they was hugged up. They were booped
up.
They were intimate, exactly. So I walked up, clear as day, and I, kind of from a distance was like, Dante. And he turned around and said, I don't know you, and grabbed the dude's hand and walked up the street kind of dragging the guy. Like, we gotta get out of here. And at the same time, I'm calling DeAndre. I'm calling him, blowing his phone up, blowing it up. I'm like, listen, you need to be done with this. I told him, like I said, I've been his friend for 5 years. I've been basically in this relationship with them to comfort my friend. He makes my friend look silly. He makes him feel bad.
Where's
and
your
I'm tired
relationship?
of it.
Where's yours?
If he want to be out in these Atlanta streets acting like a little bust down, he needs to do it on his own time, not with my friend.
Okay.
All right.
Bust down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Burnett.
Yeah.
You can have a seat. Mr. Leaphart, so who were you hugged up with?
She didn't see me, Your Honor.
Oh,
She didn't see me. She has always been jealous
wow.
of our marriage.
Jealous of what?
Hold on.
She was supposed to get married around the same time we did. She didn't get married. So since then, she's been in our business. She's been whispering in his ear and just giving him
She doesn't
bad
have
advice.
to whisper. These
I was quiet the whole time you were
pictures are
speaking.
enough. These messages
See?
are
Mr.
enough.
Leaphart, hold
I
on.
don't need her.
He's disrespectful.
Let him finish, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I made my mistakes in the past, and I love my husband with all my heart. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for us to be together. I would not get on my knees and ask my husband for marriage. I asked him over the phone because we was having issues, and I said, you know what? I know that you're my soulmate. Whatever disagreements that we're having, we're gonna work through them together. I'm here now because I'm fighting for my marriage.
Okay.
So, Mr. Leaphart, you are adamant that you are not cheating, that you admitted in the past, that's in the past.
And he should leave it there.
And he should leave it there.
Yeah.
But currently, right now, in this relationship, and not since that time, you have not cheated with anybody else.
Bingo, you're right.
All right, love. I think we got enough evidence.
All right, what do we have?
Mr. Leaphart is messaging on dating apps. He has received explicit photos, and a friend saw Mr. Leaphart with another man. And because of that, Mr. DeAndre Leaphart believes that he is cheating. And he has said, look, I can't do this. He's like, 1 time, 2 times, but not 3. And he's like, if this is so, he's done.
This court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please be sure Mr. Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence, how are you today?
Just fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. It's good to see you.
See you.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I've been a polygraph examiner for the past 26 years. I've conducted thousands of tests and trained police officers in regards to polygraph procedures.
Now, you conducted a polygraph examination on Mr. Dante Leaphart, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. You asked Mr. Leaphart, since the start of your marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with the man Miss Burnett saw you with? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
That's one. That's one. That's only one, boo.
I'm tired of this.
It's only one. Next question.
You asked Mr. Leaphart, Since the start of your marriage, other than the one person your husband knows about, have you had sexual intercourse with any of the men with whom you conversed on dating apps? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said yes and has an admission. Mr. Leaphart admitted that he has slept with so many people from dating apps that he's lost count. He's also admitted that he slept with these men at the house he shares with his husband and at hotels.
Get the f out of here.
He's also admitted that all of these interactions were one-night stands.
You're not nothing. You.
So, Mr. Leaphart, you said you wanted this marriage to work. You said you loved your husband more than anything.
I do. I still do.
How can you reconcile that? How can you reconcile the fact that you claim to love him when you're sleeping with all these men from dating apps? So many men that you have lost count.
In their home.
I knew it.
How do you reconcile that?
You don't care, bro. This is done. This is done. This is done, bro. I don't have anything else to say. I'm just.
I know, you're done.
I'm
Put
like,
a fork
I'm
in
done. You can't keep count?
We wasn't together.
So your reason, your rationale is you all weren't together at that time.
We wasn't
But you
together.
were married.
We were separated for a few months. He was not even answering my calls or text messages. Nothing. I didn't even know where he was in Georgia.
Okay,
Nowhere.
let's be clear.
So you
Nowhere.
Hold on.
So I went out and had
we
fun.
separated.
I had fun.
I'm glad.
Okay, let me do this. No excuses. Made a decision. Counseling's available. I would suggest you both go and talk to them. But we are done here.
Yeah, and I'm done with him.